All right, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some ETS2 today, so that's what we're doing. Let's see, do some Peru real quick. All right, 1 and 2 and 3. Um, all right, so now when I alt tab out, why does it do that? Okay. Should be capturing. Capturing the game or not? There we go. Okay. For some reason, it didn't want to do it to begin with. Okay, so we've got a job, and actually, it looks like it's picking up right across the street. So, well, yeah, across the street at DHL, picking up PlayStation 5 video games and taking them from Verona to Catanzaro, I believe. Cannot see to my right. I need to get the mod for ETS2 where it takes away the floating green bubble thing. There's one in American Truck Sim. PlayStation 5 games. All right. So it's a rush job. We're going all the way to the bottom of Italy for this one. Don't know that we'll need fuel along the way. We probably should have filled up before we left the garage over there, but that's something I can always just pull through the garage and stop at the pump on the way out. That's why it's convenient to have this the garage for Verona. All right, 1,762 miles left, and oh, my trip's 676 miles. Okay, no problem. Yep, got plenty of gas then, or fuel, or diesel, or whatever. Is that a FedEx trailer that I've got? Looks like it. Anyone with a FedEx tracking number in Italy is sweating my performance right now. It is a FedEx trailer. This slow down and look intersection, is that what this is? They have a yield, so we have a go. Okay. Whoa. Not hit these cars. Alright. Back to first person since we drive in first person in real life. We need to drive a few more miles in Verona before it's discovered, technically. As we quick traveled here to our garage, took the job, and it happened to be across the street, so. Or it happened to pick up across the street. And in typical Italy fashion, there's a toll booth right away. I could have gone to the auto one, but that's all right. Funny how I picked up a FedEx trailer from a DHL facility. All right, we are going straight here. Try to pay attention to the road signs. Yeah, see? It's a rush job, so I think we're gonna put the hammer down a little bit. Try 60 miles an hour, and then of course we got to get over because we got to get off this road. This one. What's up with my driving today? Shit. Boop, 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 boop. Fucked up already. There we go. Like it never happened. Ooh, it's a little tunnel here. Oh, I gotta take this phone call. Okay, sorry about that. That was my mother. My sister is having some issues with dizziness and things like that. So she, long story short, she's at the hospital right now, and they did an MRI to check and see if there was anything inside her head, and they found nothing. So, but that's not a quote from me. That's a quote from my mother. So, before anyone thinks I'm being mean to my sister, which I kind of am, but you know that's what brothers are for, right? Um, hold on a second. What? All right, phone call again. Right back. Okay, sorry about that. Getting an update on my sister and the rocks in her head. Turns out she's got vertigo. Which is something I have as well, but apparently she gets it worse than I do. I don't know. My sister is a bit of a hypochondriac, but as someone that's got vertigo myself, I know it's not something you want to mess around with. It's not fun. Especially when you first experience it and you have no idea what the hell's going on. That's me. Or that was me. 2013, so it's been just over 10 years. And I don't get messed up with it very often. It's happened maybe 3 times since then, but and when it does, oh, what are we doing here? No, 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 no. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. No place to turn around or else I would. What's that thing? Is that a train station? Looks like a train station. I think because it is. All right. Old side trip here. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go to this loop, and we're gonna make a loop-a-de-loop. Oh, but first we gotta pay a toll, of course. Why wouldn't we? And then we gotta come back through and pay another freaking toll. Pick up another toll ticket, even though... Look at that heavy haul, that heavy wrecker. That thing. That's the first time I've seen one of those in this game. Never had it, thankfully. Yeah, you don't want it. Trust me. And let's see, it happened to me first in 2013, so I was what? October, so I was doing the math, 36. So it's not something that, oh, old people get that only. Nope. Not even close, bud. Wait, can I get this one? Oh, I hope I can, because I'm fixing to. Okay. All right, am I this way? Luckily for me, when it first happened to me, I was sitting down. Number one, 10 years ago. You're still older than you are now. Thanks, appreciate that, Daniel. Um, yeah, I really appreciate you pointing that out. Thank you. So luckily I was sitting down at the time, and I was with a friend of mine eating lunch, and it was just the weirdest thing. I thought maybe I was kind of feeling it before that, but I thought it was maybe because I hadn't eaten anything, and I was, going to eat lunch with my friend, and while we were sitting there, it was like one of those where you feel extremely drunk, but I knew I wasn't drunk because they don't serve alcohol at the Chick-fil-A, which is where I was. And yeah, the room started spinning. I'm like, okay, this is not cool. So I needed to get to the bathroom because, dizziness and feeling drunk, you can probably imagine what feeling came next. And yeah, so luckily, so they called 911, got an ambulance there, but luckily there were a couple of police officers there at the time too. So I think they actually, I don't know if the restaurant called or if one of the police officers called for an ambulance. I don't know what happened. I was a little preoccupied at the time, so I don't know. But I remember leaving the bathroom on a stretcher. I do remember that part. You knew you had to get over, yet you waited till the last second anyways. Dumbass. Gave you a license. So anyways, that was my first ever ambulance ride too. Wasn't my last, but it was definitely my first. As far as I know. Unless I had some when I was a very, very small child. Which I do not remember at all. So. Did they check inside? Did they check inside my asshole? No, they did not. That was last year in February. At my alien abduction, as I called it. European logistics. Classic European logistics. Yeah, when I went for that last year in February, I remember the nurse ahead of time. Oh, why does it look like we're slowing down here? The nurse ahead of time said that redheads are harder to put to sleep, so she gave me a Valium along with the whatever other medicine they give you. They give you to hook you up to an IV. So she gave me, I took a Valium before they even hooked me up to the IV. And took that. And the last thing I remember was being wheeled into the room. And I don't know if she was I guess she was the doctor. An older Asian woman was the doctor. And I remember them telling me to turn on my side and, like, tuck my legs or something. I don't remember. And the next thing I know, I'm in a wheelchair. I don't know how I got dressed. The next thing I remember, I was in a wheelchair in the elevator going down to the car. Apparently I dressed myself, I think. It's a speed train. Check that out. I'm gonna be just a passenger train, I guess. Wasn't really speeding. Anyways, that was my alien abduction story. I'm really surprised, and I'm probably gonna jinx it, but I'm really surprised there hasn't been another toll booth along the way here. And there it is. A toll booth we all wanted. But didn't know we needed. Okay. That answers that question. Eliminator 43, okay. Probably a good reason for that. Alright. Oh, another phone call, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter calling that time. I thought she was trying to get an update on my sister. But anyways, so Daniel, you're going to Montreal for Canadiens Maple Leafs, huh? Holy cow. Is that your first time ever? You've left PEI haven't before, haven't you? Never further than Nova Scotia? I gotcha. So you've never been to Montreal then? Are you driving or flying? Oh, driving roughly 12 hours. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Well, yeah, it is. That's a long drive. Not gonna lie. Who are you, who are you traveling with? Because 12 hours, depending on the company you're with, might be, might feel longer than 12 hours. Hell, 3.5 hours for me to go to Jacksonville, depending on the company I'm with. Feels longer than 3.5 hours. Woo. I can't see the YouTube in the comments puts the stupid heart symbol there, so I can't see how many people that says. Leaving on Friday morning, coming back Sunday. That's that's a lot of driving in less than 72 hours. And a whole lot of drinking in between? Oh my goodness. What you assholes get for trying to pass on the right. Exactly what you get. Stuck behind a truck. I hope you get stuck behind him for the rest of your lives. You should take a sign into the arena. It's also a playoff game? Well, Montreal's not in the playoffs. The playoffs don't start till April. So if somebody told you it was a playoff game to get more money out of you, then they ripped you off. Let me guess, another toll booth, right? Toll booth Willie coming up. Oh, one of the last game before the playoffs. Okay. I was gonna say, ain't playoffs. Montreal's probably not going to the playoffs anyway, so $300 for. Are you at least gonna have good seats for $300? That's a lot of money. Nosebleed section. You're not even exiting, you dick. Catanzaro. Oh, that's about the game. You're going for the experience. Well, yeah. Be a tourist in Montreal. Go to a strip club and shove paper money into the G-string of a stripper with King Charles's face on it. Bonjour! Bonjour, mademoiselle. Let me see lay tits now. Can you imagine that may be a stop? Okay, I'm gonna put it out there now. I don't need any pictures from that. I do not need that kind of stuff on my phone. You probably can't even send it through Discord, because I think that's probably against their terms of service. Whole lane to the left there, and you gotta pass me on the right. No, I'm taking up both lanes, so you can't pass me on the right. Asshole, pass on the right. Pass on the left. That's what it's for. Hit approved. Yeah, how's that working out for you now, Dick? It's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, why are we slowing down, people? In such a big hurry. Let's go. Come on, officer, you're in such a big hurry. Let's go. Really? I'll pit your ass. $475 subscribers now? Cool. Well, that is awesome. $69 miles ago, huh? Oh, now you can go, because these other people get out of your way. Whatever, dude. Annoys me too. Ah, 476 now. Thank you. I can't. Sorry, can't peek over at the screen to see. Crowhead. Pillows. If I read that correctly. Thank you for the sub. We are coming up on our destination here. We got 35 miles. Hmm. I know if I took the time to AI traffic annoys you very much. Yeah. The you know, even the AI traffic in this game is still better than in GTA. I was railing on that last night. GTA 6 has got to be improved from 5. It almost has to be by default. They've got to do something to improve AI behavior in traffic. We got 6 miles, so through here, and can't tell if that's gonna be a right or a left up here. We'll just have to figure it out. Like a left. Catanzaro discovered. Down to a single lane here. All the single lanes. All the single lanes. Kidding. I will stop singing now. Put your hands up. Cargotas. Cargotras. Where do you want it? Yeah, see? Where do you want it, see? No, not click that. Why do you want the truck, see? You want this trailer, see? Oh, of course they would put a freaking trailer right there next to me. Let's see. To do this. Trying to use my mirror. Ooh. Nope. For these hero trucks are a lot shorter, and the trailers are sometimes shorter too. I know we're not on it. In fact, it kind of feels like we're going up on a curb here. Not even close, bud. Let's do this. Let's do it from the other direction. That way I can see my trailer the whole time. There we go. Still not right. There we go. Did this time. Nope, I started my follow through a little late. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Jam it in there. What she said. All right. Let's get ready. To do another one. Down market. Right market. Catanzaro. Well, I could. Oh, yeah. Let me just drive 37 hours. Yeah, I don't think so, Tim. Oh, there we go. So sorry. Studio. Oh. Just kidding. All right. So this one, matter of fact, it pays 239,000 euros. Yes, please. So we got to go to CDESRL, and we're going to deliver to another cargo truss. Let's go. So we've got 0 miles to get to our next spot here. Because apparently it's right here. We are going to have to get fuel for this one, I think. Let's see. Oh, we're going, buddy. Don't try to stop me. Left. Oh, yeah. Give me your best trailer. For the most money. There it is. Take Yob. Let's take a look at what we got here. This big old beastly looking thing here. All right, 626 miles, but some of that's on a cargo on a ferry, so probably half that's on a ferry. We've got 1,036 miles of fuel, so we'll be all right, I think. All right. We got to go to, I think, Napoli, don't we? Maybe not. Maybe there's a port here. I don't remember if there's a port here or not. I think we do have to go to Napoli. Harry Naples. I guess we're not going to Napoli. We were going towards Napoli, but we're not going to Napoli. Unless there's another way to get there. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I'm not from Italy, so I have no idea. Speaking of Italian, someone was mentioning getting Lou Malnati's pizza in Chicago. And they confirmed, or somebody confirmed, that you can actually order it and have it shipped to you. Obviously frozen. They're not going to bake it and then just put it in a box and send it to you. Because I don't live anywhere near Chicago. So I was thinking about maybe doing that for my birthday next month. That would be pretty cool. Have some Lou Malnati's pizza. Never had it before. Guess we are driving to Napoli. I don't know where we're going. I think we were on the southern tip, just the tip, the southern tip of Italy. So, like, about as far south as you can go in Italy. So we got to go back up to the port, which I believe is in Napoli. This bridge. Nice. Love it. Right into another tunnel. We are exiting out of this tunnel. Or maybe the road just kind of curves around like that. Oh. Now we're exiting by necessity of the game. Requires us to exit. Okay, yeah, we're coming up to the port, I can tell. I've never gone to this port before. Oh, people. Ain't nobody got time for your wait around bullshit. Trying to move some commerce here. Trying to move some product. There's nobody coming. Shut the truck off. We are going to Cagliari. Uh, Apparently not. Okay, we're going to Messina. And then to Cagliari? Oh. Um. Did we get on the wrong boat? What the hell? All right, what's going on here? Oliver, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well if I can get this shit figured out. Uh What? No? All right. I am confused. Oh, because apparently we're supposed to go to Palermo. We're supposed to go to Oh my god. Because your host is a dumbass. Supposed to go to Messina, go out on the road, and then drive to Palermo. And then cross to Cagliari. Yeah. Oh, hush. It says speed limit's 43. 43. That's a 4. Does it look like a tunnel? Are you sure? Are you sure? That looks like a tunnel?
Well, that's a barge.
Okay, it's a ferry.
Very barge thingy.
Mm-hmm. Which is most definitely not a tunnel. Alright, let's make like a tree and get out of here. Of course, the second we come to a stop, the light turns green. There's no road to the right. To the left. Palermo. There we go. I'm doing well, Oliver. I hope you're doing well today also. Just trying to decide. $30 miles an hour, huh? I don't think so. Trying to decide if I want to go anywhere to watch the Dolphins versus Bills tonight. A lot on the line. Obviously, the AFC East division is on the line. And if the Dolphins win, they will be the number 2 seed in the AFC. And if they lose, I think they'll be the 6th seed, 5 or 6. So obviously they need to win. They're already in the playoffs, but I need them to win because number one, screw the Bills. I think if they win and the other correct, other things happen in the earlier games, then the Bills won't even make the playoffs, which is what I need, because I do not want the Dolphins to have to face the Bills at all in the playoffs. Unless somehow the Dolphins make it and to the AFC title game and somehow the Ravens don't, then I would love to play the Bills in the AFC title game and for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Yes, please. Yes, effing please. I'd also love another shot at the Chiefs. I'd also love another, well, it wouldn't be a home game, but another shot at the Ravens. They would probably get pasted by the Ravens again. So, as the 2 seed, the Dolphins would not even have to face the Ravens until the AFC title game. As the 6th seed, if the Dolphins were to win, that means they would face the Ravens in the second round. I don't want that. So. Tanya is to the right. All right, we're back in Palermo. We're going to the port. I'm pretty sure you can't park there. Well, they're going, so I'm assuming the light screen. It is. So I guess I've delivered here. I just never went to the port here before. I'd been to the port here. Apparently not. All right, so we need to go to Cagliari. 12 hours. Hundred and 33 miles left. Really, as soon as I get stopped, the light changes. With a straight right-hand turn. This is one of those split exit entrance ramps. I don't know how they do it over there. I don't think Americans would be able to deal with that. Although they've started doing those crisscross intersections in the U.S. and it just doesn't make the least freaking bit of sense to me. Look at these gorgeous mountains. Anyway, I guess they're not really mountains, but they're like nice looking hills, countryside. Exciting miles left, Seriously, people? All of a sudden, no problem speeding up. Olivia is to the right, Sassari stay straight. Look at that. I can't look over there because I'm kind of preoccupied, but imagine it looks nice. Maybe. Why the fuck are we stopping? Huh? What stuff? Sorry, discovered. Trooper Jacob, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. So I can take that car out. Nope. All right. Oh, there we go. This place right here. Ooh, that's a curb. All right. Where do you need it? C2 area. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you're gonna honk at me, huh? Oh. I can't seem to move. That's just too bad, isn't it? Sorry, what was that? Move when I'm damn ready to move, woman. All right, let's see here. Same drop we had last time. This time I did it the right way. Like I might be able to do it on one try. Oh yeah. I'm gonna straighten that out a little bit. All right. That's that. All right. All right. I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'm gonna go and do some flight sim. So me a few minutes here and I'm gonna do some flight sim. Okay. Just wanted to look at some recruiting stuff real quick because uh, some stuff that's going on with Florida State right now. So looks like the Titans have beaten the Jags 28-20. Bengals beat the Browns 31-14. By virtue of the Saints blowing the Falcons out of the water, the Bucks are the NFC South champions. I think they're 9-8. Yeah, they finished on a 5-game heater, beating the worst team in the league by kicking only 3 field goals. That's pathetic. It will probably have some schmucks at ESPN say, "Oh, they could win the whole thing." Yeah, bullshit. No, they can't. The Jets are now up on the Patriots 15-3. See ya, Patriots. Suck it. Saints are about to score again. Are you serious? Their first goal in the Atlanta won. Wow. Oh, an interception by Tyrann Mathieu to the 1. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Saints have scored 28 in the second, or 24 in the second half. Falcons led that game 14-7. Yeah. And then they were told to get you some. I mean, you got to think the Falcons are going to take a knee here, right? Now the Vikings have the ball back. It's a 10-point game with 2:47 to go. They would need a touchdown, an onside kick, and then kick a field goal just to tie it. Or a touchdown, go for 2 and get it, and then onside kick and kick a field goal to win it. And the Saints scored again. All right, let's put up flight 7. All right. So we left off in Puerto Rico. I think we can. We're not doing the 747. I'm not doing that one. Sorry. We tried the A310. Is that? All right, we're not gonna be Delta 1522. We're gonna be Delta 5880. And we're gonna use this old livery too. So world map. Let's see. I think we decided we were going to go to Caracas, maybe. Hour and 5. Okay, perfect. So let's go high altitude. All right, I don't know if there's an ILS into this airport. What runway are we going for here? Runway 28. No. Runway 10. Okay, is there an ILS? No, there is not. Okay, let's rethink this. Is this Curacao? Where's Curacao? It is Curacao. Boom, got it. All right, is there an ILS on this one? Is that how long of a runway is that? It's an international airport, so I imagine it's a. All right, runway 11. So there an ILS 11? Yes, there is. What the? What's this? Nope, not doing that one. Hour and 4, and that's pretty safe approach there, I would say. Uh, no, we're not doing 2 hours and 8 minutes. 16. Like, I don't like that one. Okay, let's go back to this one. Scap 1 Bravo. All right. All right. Refresh this. Let's see what we're looking at here. We are 070 at 12, 10 mile visibility, no ceiling. Scattered at 3,400 and at 5,000. Altimeter is 3001. So that's that. And then what is our other one? TNCC. Tango November Charlie Charlie. Let's check that one real quick. All right. Otto International, it is 100 at 12, 10 mile visibility, 10 kilometer visibility. No ceiling, a few clouds. 1012 HPA. Okay, well, I'm not converting that, so 012 HPA to bars. Hectopascal to bar. Let's try that. 1012. Was it what? The HGZ? What is it? Hold on a second. I gotta go back and check this again. Sorry. JSJ. So that is in HG. There we go. 1012. Convert. 29.88. Okay. All right, we'll keep that up. Are we gonna... Okay. All right, so 3001. All right, Jake, I'm glad to see you're back. I'm going to move that off the screen for now. All right, let's... no, we're not doing runway 10 to start. We're going to do what I told you to do, which is the gate. We're going to make sure we set our departure as Charlie 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Perfect. Thank you. Because that's absolutely not what I did. Love it. Just love it. I love when it just fucking decides it wants to do something for me because it fucking knows better. Gonna... What the fuck? Oh my god. What in the absolute shit is going on here? LS11. So we're not doing the 2-hour, 8-minute version. Doing this one. All right. And now it looks like we're going to be at C9. So why is it so peaceful tonight? That's a good question. I have no idea. So we're looking at a little bit over an hour flight here. Peaceful Day IRL? I don't know. That's next. We should have done Spirit Airlines. I keep saying that, and I keep making. Why is what? What? Why has it already popped up my camera and my checklist? That's very weird.
San Juan Ground Delta 5880 IFR to Plesman, ready to copy.
Delta 5880 is cleared to Plesman Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119er decimal for Squawk Tree 464.
Delta 5880 cleared to Plesman Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 8 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 119er decimal for Squawk Tree 464.
Okay, what's going on here?
Read that correct.
I know what's going on here.
On 121 decimal niner.
I know exactly what's going on here. I know exactly what's going on here. We never exited out of ETS2. Okay, there we go. Now. Right. Engine. All right. Back to our ATC window.
San Juan ground Delta 5880 with Quebec ready to taxi IFR.
Delta 5880 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 8 via taxiway November 1 Delta Sierra Sierra 2 Sierra. Contact tower on 13.2.05 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 8 via taxiway November 1 Delta Sierra Sierra 2 Sierra Delta 5880.
All right, where are we going here? Let's see. We need to steer the plane to the left.
San Juan ground Delta 5880 requesting pushback.
I gotta get my.
Delta 5880 pushback request accepted.
Controller on my lap too.
San Juan ground Delta 5880 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Delta 5880, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Let's get us the notch flaps down.
San Juan ground Delta 5880 requesting the end of pushback.
Delta 5880, request to end pushback received.
All right, let's get our. Check our controls here. One. All right. Back to clearance. All right, folks, I think we are ready to go here. Let's get on out to the runway. I think if I'm missing anything here. I think we may have an evening arrival in Curacao. Or at least a sunset-ish arrival. Not a pilot, but, you know, federal codes. What is IFR? Instrument flight rules. Basically, I don't know. You're flying using the instruments to kind of guide you where to go instead of visual flight VFR, which is visual flight rules. which means you would be flying, basically eyeing it as you go.
San Juan ground, Frontier Flight Tree 8 Heavy taxi to the gate. Frontier Flight Tree 8 Heavy taxi to Gate Delta for via taxiway November 1. Taxiing to Gate Delta for via taxiway November 1 Frontier Flight Tree 8 Heavy. San Juan ground, Spirit Wings 2721 IFR to Atlanta, ready to copy. Spirit Wings 2721 is cleared to Atlanta Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119er decimal for squawk 1312.
Your wings going from San Juan all the way to Atlanta. That's a long flight. That's probably 3.5 hours.
Spirit Wings 2721 cleared to Atlanta Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 8 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 119er decimal for squawk 1312. Spirit Wings 2721 readback correct. Contact ground on 121 decimal 9er. Good day. San Juan ground, Spirit Wings 2721 requesting pushback. Spirit Wings 2721 pushback request accepted.
On our flight director. That's one thing I forgot. So our runway is going to be off to the right here. Our runway entrance is going to be off to the right, I should say. The runway is basically straight ahead of us, but where we're going is to the right. Go to the proper end of the runway. Oh wait, no it's not, it's right here.
San Juan Tower, Delta 5880, ready for IFR departure runway 8.
Delta 5880, hold short runway 8. Traffic is generic on final.
Let's check it out.
Frontier Flight Tree 248 go around.
Oh, what?
Hold short runway 8 Delta 5880.
Oh, why did they tell him to go around?
Going around Frontier Flight Tree 248. Frontier Flight Tree 248 contact. San Juan approach on 119er.
There's
decimal
JetBlue 1632.
four. 119er decimal for Frontier Flight Tree 248. Goodbye.
Looks like there's another JetBlue inbound, but
JetBlue 16 Tree 2 turn next taxiway.
how close is that JetBlue flight is my question.
JetBlue 16 Tree 2 contact ground on 121 decimal 9er. Decimal 9er JetBlue 16 Tree 2. Goodbye.
haven't given us clearance yet, have they? Hold short. JetBlue still holding short here, sir. Looks like this, or Delta.
San Juan Tower Spirit Wings 2 244 miles west inbound ILS runway 8 approach. Spirit Wings 2 San Juan Tower. Altimeter tree 0.01 wind 08 tree at 12. Cleared ILS runway 8 approach. Cleared ILS runway 8 approach Spirit Wings 2324.
They inbound? What are they doing? Can't tell because it zooms in on my plane.
JetBlue tree 5 tree exit runway when able. Spirit Wings 2 tree 24 follow the generic on the runway. Wind 08 tree at 12. Cleared to land runway 8. JetBlue tree 5 tree contact ground on 121.9er. Delta 5880 altimeter tree 0.01 wind 08 tree at 12. Traffic is generic on final. Cleared for takeoff runway 8. San Juan Tower Frontier Flight Tree 2485 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 8 approach. Frontier Flight Tree 2.
Well, they gave us clearance, so we're going.
Altimeter tree 0.01 wind 08 tree at 12. Cleared ILS runway 8 approach. Frontier Flight Tree 248 follow the aircraft on final. Wind 08 tree at 12. Cleared to land runway 8.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 Delta 5880.
Cleared to land
All right,
runway
airspeed's
8,
alive.
Flight Tree 248.
100,
121.9er JetBlue tree 53.
120,
Goodbye.
140,
Cleared to land runway 8 Spirit Wings 2324.
160,
Spirit Wings
V1 to
23,
rotate.
24 go around. Going around Spirit Wings 2324. Delta 5880 contact. San Juan departure on 119.4. Good day. Spirit Wings 2324 contact. San Juan approach on 119.4. Good day.
119.4 Delta 5880. Goodbye. San Juan departure Delta 5880 is passing 1,800 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
San Juan approach Spirit Wings 2324 is missed approach at San Juan. Delta 5880, San Juan departure altimeter tree 0.01 radar contact. Continue to Josh. Spirit Wings 2324, you are 2 miles northeast. Climb and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 8 approach via Sierra Juliet uniform transition. Cleared to Sierra Juliet uniform. San Juan approach southwest 1381 is passing 8,600 feet, descending 6,000 feet. Delta 5880 climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Southwest 1381, San Juan approach altimeter tree 0.01 radar, contact, continue to Milet. Spirit Wings 2324 climb and maintain 3,200 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet Delta 5880.
Climb and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 8 approach via Sierra Juliet uniform transition. Clear to Sierra Juliet uniform Spirit Wings 2324. Southwest 1381, you are 19 miles west. Descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect ILS runway 8 approach via Delta Delta Papa transition. Clear to Delta Delta Papa. Descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Expect Expect ILS runway 8 approach via Delta Delta Papa transition. Cleared to Delta Delta Papa Southwest 1381. Delta 5880, contact San Juan Center on 118.15. Good day.
118.15 Delta 5880. Goodbye. San Juan Center Delta 5880 is at 8,500 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Delta 5880, San Juan Center altimeter tree 0.00 radar. Contact continue to Josh.
Alright, so... So Buffalo is in the playoffs. Question is... Buffalo is currently the 6th seed. If the Dolphins win, Buffalo would be the
JetBlue
7th
261,
seed.
descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Which means they would play Buffalo next week.
JetBlue 261, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
So if the Dolphins lose, that means Kansas City would, and Kansas City wins, Kansas City would slide up to 2. Houston would slide up to 3. Right? No. Buffalo would be the 3. Dolphins would end up being 6.
Delta 5880, contact San Juan Center on 118.75. Good day.
118.75 Delta 5880. Goodbye.
So either way, it looks like
JetBlue 261, descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
looks like either way the Dolphins are playing Buffalo next week.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 00 Delta 5880.
All right. They didn't give me... Did they give me a higher altitude? I don't think they did. Oh, 300. Okay. They sure did. I can't see it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Oh my goodness. Let's crank our speed up too. Can't see anything inside this cockpit because the light is just so weird. What does that mean? He's on what? Muxa? What does that mean? I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me here. So Buffalo's got the 1. If the Dolphins win, they'll have the 2 seed. If the Dolphins lose and Kansas City wins, Kansas City will have the 2. I believe Buffalo has the 3. Houston will have 4 no matter what. But will the Dolphins have the 5 seed over Cleveland and Pittsburgh? Kansas City's already won their division, so I think they may be locked in at either 2 or 3. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up since we've got. I'm gonna look it up on the other screen so you guys aren't bothered by it. All right, let's see. "20 minutes ago." Okay, perfect. 49ers clinched. Lions clinched. Cowboys clinched playoff berth. Own the tiebreakers over the Lions and the Eagles. Bucks clinched the NFC South. Eagles clinched. Rams clinched. Saints rooting for the Packers to lose. Packers will be a wild card if they beat the Bears. Own strength of victory tiebreaker over the Seahawks, and the conference record tiebreaker over the Saints. Seahawks need to win and hope the Packers lose. Everyone else has eliminated. AFC. Ravens clinched AFC number 1 seed. Dolphins clinched playoff berth, will win the AFC East if they beat the Bills. That says next week. That's today. Chiefs clinched AFC West, locked into the AFC number 3 seed. Wow, okay. So but so the Bills, I don't know. That doesn't make any freaking sense. Let's try this one.
Climb and maintain flight level 380 Delta 5880.
380. All right, we're going to 34,000 first. Okay, seed possibilities. AFC, Baltimore's locked in at 1. Miami or Buffalo will be 2. Kansas City's locked in at 3. Houston's locked in at 4. Cleveland's locked in at 5. So, if Miami wins, they're 2. If Buffalo wins, they're 2. If Miami loses and Kansas City, the Dolphins could either be 2 or 6. So, and Buffalo could either be 2, 6, or 7. Oh. Okay, Miami obtains number 2 seed with a Buffalo win. Buffalo obtains number 2 seed with a Buffalo win. Buffalo obtains the number 6 seed with a Buffalo tie. Miami obtains a 6 seed with a Miami loss. Pittsburgh obtains a 6 seed with a Buffalo loss. Buffalo obtains a 7 seed with a Buffalo loss. And okay, so if the Dolphins and Bills tie, Buffalo would be the 6th seed. But the Dolphins... Okay, Miami win or tie. Okay. So Buffalo gets the 2 seed with a win. Buffalo would be the 6th seed if the Dolphins and Bills tie. If Miami loses, they're all the way down to 6, and they'll play Kansas City. Pittsburgh would be 6 if the Dolphins... Obviously, the Dolphins would have to win for Buffalo to lose. And Buffalo would drop to 7, which means the Dolphins and Bills would play next week. Pittsburgh would be the 7 if Buffalo wins or ties. So if the Dolphins and Bills tie, the Dolphins would play Pittsburgh next week. If Buffalo wins, then the Dolphins would travel to Buffalo next week. Okay. It's about as a little clearer than mud right now is what it is. So, very, alright. So, now that you all are straight on the playoff scenarios, I know you all were very much wondering about them. As much as I was. Wait a second, what was that? Okay, so if the Dolphins lose, they do not play Buffalo next week. If the Dolphins lose... No, that's not right. Yes. So if the Dolphins win, they'll play Buffalo again next week at home. If the Dolphins lose, they'll play Kansas City next week on the road. If the Dolphins win, they'll play Buffalo at home. The 3 seeds, Kansas City, they will play Pittsburgh, and who's the Cleveland will host. No, Houston will host Cleveland. Houston's hosting Cleveland either way, I think. So Kansas City's either going to host Buffalo, Miami, or Pittsburgh, and either Miami or will host Buffalo, or Buffalo will host Pittsburgh. Everyone straight on that? Good. There will be a test later. Almost stop motion. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Guess what? 200 nautical miles out, nothing but water. Take a look at our... Oh, I saw the landing lights on. Oops. Nothing but water over there, water over there, water at a contrail, and of course, water down there. Sun is setting. We should be, let's see, we are 293, 292 nautical miles out. So we should be we should be should not be a very long, much longer of a flight here. We've been in the plane for 36 minutes. I think I did. I want to set a timer on this thing. All right, we do have basically a crosswind, 317 at 21. It's not a very strong crosswind. Ground speed is 450. And those 282 nautical miles will go very quickly, so. No, we need to get up to 38,000, don't we? Sorry, I am just falling asleep at the wheel here today. Hopefully they didn't terminate radar contact. They want us to expedite. Hopefully they don't terminate radar contact. Because well, the problem is I'm only hearing one side of the correspondence.
124.1 Delta 5880. Goodbye. Curacao Center Delta 5880 flight level 380.
Let me make sure they didn't tell me to climb up to like 82,000 feet or something. Alright, so our next destination is 188 nautical miles away, so we will certainly be in our descent by then. So we're going to Curacao. It's the sea. Imagine that, the sea in the ABC Islands. All right, let's see. Wikipedia, Curacao. This article is about the island country or the former colony territory comprising Curacao and 5 other islands. Curacao and I can't read that. Okay. Curacao is Dutch. One explanation for the island's name is Curacao was the autonym by which its indigenous peoples identified themselves. The early Spanish accounts support this theory, referring to the indigenous people as Indios Curaçaos. They have a pre-colonial history. They had a Spanish colonization, a Dutch colonial rule, starting in 1634. Alright, Curacao, as well as the rest of the ABC Islands and Trinidad and Tobago, lies on the continental shelf of South America. It's a thin island with a generally hilly topography. The highest point is Christoffelberg in the northwest, with a peak at 372 meters, 1,220 feet above sea level. Coastline bays, inlets, and hot springs offer a source of natural minerals thermal conditions and seawater used in hydrotherapy and mesotherapy, making the island one of many Banio-climateric areas of the region. Climate, Curacao has a hot semi and climate. I don't know what that means. Yeah, they get pretty hot there. All right, not gonna read about climate change. Got a bunch of beaches listed. Forts. When the Dutch arrived in 1634, they built forts at key points around the island to protect themselves from foreign powers, privateers, and pirates. 6 of the best preserved forts can still be seen today: Fort Amsterdam, Fort Breckenburg. I can't read this because Fort Nassau, Water Fort, Riff Fort, and Fort Piscadera, built between 1701 and 1704. The government is a constituent country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Its governance takes place in a framework of parliamentary representative democracy. The King of the Netherlands is the head of state, represented locally by a governor, with the Prime Minister of Curacao serving as the head of government. Executive powers exercised by the government. Legislative powers vested in both the government and parliament. The judiciary is independent of the executive and legislative. Convicted felons are held at the Curacao Center for Detention and Correction. Curacao has full autonomy over most matters. The exceptions are outlined in the Charter for the Kingdom of the Netherlands under the Kingdom Affairs. Military. Defense of the island is the responsibility of the Netherlands. The Netherlands Armed Forces deploy both ground and naval units in the Caribbean, with some of these forces based on Curacao. These forces include a company of the Royal Netherlands Army, a fast rating interception and special forces craft (FRISC) troop, or fast boats, a gunship, normally a Holland class offshore patrol vessel from the Royal Netherlands Navy on station in the Caribbean on a rotational basis, the Royal Netherlands Navy support vessel, HNLMS Pelican, Curmil, the Curaçaoan militia elements of a Royal Maracasi Brigade of the Armed Forces. 2 Dutch naval bases are located there. On the west side are hangars for the 2 Bombardier Dash 8 maritime patrol aircraft and Augusta Westland AW-139 helicopters of the Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard. Until 2007, the site was a Royal Netherlands Navy air base, which operated for 55 years with a wide variety of aircraft, including freighters, Avengers, trackers, Neptunes, Fokker F-27s, P-3Cs, Orions, Fokker F-60s, and several helicopter types. The west end of the airport is the U.S. Air Force Forward Operating Location, FOL. The base hosts Airborne Warning and Control System, AWACS, cargo, aircraft, aerial refueling planes, and reconnaissance aircraft. Until 1999, the U.S. Air Force operated a small fleet of F-16 fighters in the FOL. The PAE Corporation runs base of operations at the FOL. Well, there you go. Economy, tourism, labor, financial services, prostitution. Oh, that's nice. It's legal only for foreign women who get a temporary permit to work in the large open-air brothel called Le Mirage, or Campo Alegre. Allegra, sorry. Using prostitution services is legal for men, locals included. The brothel has operated near the airport, of course it has, since the 1940s. Curacao monitors, contains, and regulates the industry. The government states that the workers in these establishments are thereby given a safe environment and access to medical practitioners. However, this approach does exclude local women or men make a living from prostitution, and does lead to loss of local income as the foreign prostitutes send or take most of their earnings home. So if you live in Curacao, you cannot be a prostitute. If you are foreign, you can get a visa to go there and be a prostitute. Interesting. Let's see up here. Does it tell me what the population is? It does. Maybe. Population. Where to go? 2023 estimate 148,925. Their currency is the Netherlands, Antillean, and Guilder. Interesting. They drive on the right side of the road. Good for them. That's perfect. All right. So there's a little bit about Curacao. I didn't know you were getting a history lesson today, did you? Uh-huh. All right. So we should be in our descent here pretty soon. Let's check. Yeah, we should be in our descent pretty soon. Maybe another 20 to 30 nautical miles. What was it? TNCC.
Descend and maintain flight level 300 Delta 5880.
300, there it is. All right. We forgot to change our altimeter. That's all right, though.
Ground TPM 312 Kyoto, requesting an apartment. 2, 2, just
All right. Let's go. There we go. All right, 1012. 2988 is what we're looking at still. All right, and winds are 090 at 11. 10 kilometer plus visibility, no ceiling.
Descend and maintain flight level 220 Delta 5880.
All right, folks, we are on our descent. If you hadn't guessed, we're on our descent into Willemstad Hato International in Willemstad, Curacao, and we will be getting on the ground pretty shortly. We do ask that you remain seated and keep your seatbelts on. It's nice weather down there, but we want to make sure that we have a smooth landing and that no one is moving about the cabin at the time. So let's get those seats upright and tray tables upright and locked, or put them up. No smoking as usual. will be on the ground shortly. Thank you. Want to reduce our speed. Let's go 240. I don't know how long this runway is. It should be long. It's an international airport, so it should be long enough to land an A320. We're gonna find out. We might find out the hard way. I don't know.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, Delta 5880.
12,000, huh? Okay. I have no problem doing that. And we're gonna set our altimeter to 2988. There's the island over there. Somewhere. Maybe those are clouds. I don't know. Okay, sorry, I had to mute there for a second because I had to sneeze. All right, so we're reducing our speed here. We're about to 12,000 feet. Probably got to go down to about 8,000 here pretty soon, I would think. Or 5,000 maybe. Luckily, we're going to be landing with the sun behind us, so we won't have the sun in our eyes when we're trying to land. Waiting on this to them to descend us somewhere, and I don't get it, man.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet, Delta 5880.
2,500. Go ahead and put our landing lights on. So we're going to be going below 10,000 here shortly. We'll do a notch of flaps there. so that's still the same.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 11 approach via URLEP transition cleared to URLEP Delta 5880.
All right. Okay, why is it? I don't. Our waypoint's over there. Why are we going over this way? What is this thing doing, man? Okay. Okay. Circling around a bit. Were there knobs under here somewhere? There are panel knobs under here somewhere. Oh. Okay. There goes the sun. Check it out, man. That's so gorgeous. Nothing but water out here. Alright, we are about to start an inbound turn here. As we do, we're going to reduce to 200 knots again.
Climb and maintain 6,500 feet, Delta
What?
5880.
How many? How many feet? 500. Well, then why would you reduce me to... Why would you have me reduce to... or descend to 2,500? This is not going to be good. See the runway right there, man. We don't need to be at 6,500 feet. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. You've got to be kidding me, right? Pretty ridiculous, if you ask me. I mean, I know it's 1,200 feet above sea level, but that's not 10,000 feet above sea level. It's not even 2,000 feet above sea level. What are we doing here? We're way too high for this descent, for this runway. We are entirely too high for this runway.
Descend and maintain 2,500 feet, Delta 5880.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Thanks.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Tower on 118 decimal tree, Delta 5880. Tower Delta 5880, 12 miles west inbound, ILS runway 11 approach. Cleared ILS runway 11 approach, Delta 5880.
Thanks. Looks like we're pretty good here. Looks like we're far left here.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Oh boy.
100.
Big displacement on this runway here.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Okay.
Decimal tree Delta 5880. Goodbye.
On 8.3.
Ground Delta 5880. Request taxi to parking. Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Delta 5880.
Going to ramp 16. Sounds like they're gonna have to bring a stair truck to us. For a Delta A320, a stair truck. Looks like there might be a jetway there, maybe. Nope, there is not. There's our flight. Let's see. Let's see if ground services has any. Ramp connection.
Ground Delta 5880, could you please send a ramp?
Yeah, all of a sudden, my voice has changed to a female voice. Perfect. There's our steer truck. Check it out. But how about not driving through my plane? Oh, what are they going to exit out the back of the plane? Not the front, huh? Looks like all the people that are in the back are going to be loving life here. All the people that are in the front are going to be like, what? That's not fair. Although I don't know. Yeah, you're not lined up at all, my dude. All right, that's gonna do it for this here flight and this here stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was a good flight from San Juan to Curacao. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool to do international flights like that. So we'll continue doing this in the A320, I think. And we'll fly down through South America. And maybe one day we'll do one all the way to Europe somewhere. Or we'll just start in Europe, I think. I'm not doing transatlantic flights. Those just take too daggum long. So hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And that you'll have a good week this week. and all that good stuff. Go Dolphins. Let's get to that. How I quit Flight Simulator and it didn't quit. Nice. Okay. Hope you all have a good week, and I'll probably not be streaming Monday, but definitely gonna do some ETS2 on Tuesday. So be looking forward to that. We'll catch you next time.